Welcome to another film study episode, and today I want to talk about Mayfield's day against the Eagles. I thought he had a very good day, actually, to be honest. I thought there was a lot of play-action usage, and I want to cover the play-action specifically. The defense did play extremely well, and maybe you're expected for me to talk about that, but I really want to touch upon this. Sorry for the late episode, because, Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. But let's talk about some film. What you need for a successful play-action-oriented offense is, one, a very strong running game that poses a big threat, which the Browns have, and a quarterback that can throw on the move on the run. And I think this play really perfectly shows the strengths that Mayfield has in play-action. And what's really great about this play is you can have long concepts in the passing game. You don't have to have short, efficient passing concepts when you're outside of the pocket. When you do play action where Baker has to go outside of the pocket, he can see the field more because he's only 6'1". He doesn't have defenders right in his face if executed properly, and he can throw the ball because he does have that arm strength and ability to go and throw it down the field. Again, this is really great design by Kevin Stefanski, because a really smart thing in play action, really the pinnacle of it, is moving defenders one way to stop the run, and then having the quarterback roll out to the others where the run isn't going. And on this play, the Browns' offense achieves just that. You have all the defenders in the box being pulled towards the running game, but then you roll out with Baker, and he has all this wide open space to make a smart read and throw the ball to the open receiver. So here's another example of Kevin Stefanski getting Baker on the move. The Browns are in I formation. Everything about this formation really says run. It screams run. All indications are they're going to run. But then they whip Baker Mayfield out of the pocket in that play action and catch the defense off guard in order to set up a huge play to Kaderil Hodge on the outside of the field. Again, the fundamentals of good play action. What do? You drag defenders toward what looks like a run, and then move the quarterback outside, have routes and receivers going to the opposite side that the defenders are moving, and then that sets up a very good play. One last example that I want to look at, Stefanski really used a lot of play action that got Mayfield out of the pocket, and this isn't another one, there were multiple more, but this one I think really highlights the ability of Baker to really flip his hips and make a huge throw down the field. So first of all, the execution of this offensive line is flawless. You've got Joel Bitonio looking like he's going to pull to open a wide open space for the running back to run through, and he just does an excellent job selling the pull, especially in his stance pre-snap, and then just really athletically moving to the other side of the formation to look like he's going to block for Kareem Hunt. But then you've got Baker, who really sells that he's just going to turn around and look. You can see that he keeps looking at the running back like he's not going to take it. And then he just flips his hips, very athletic. He's pretty athletic, and he gets on the run, and it's an easy throw, but he's just... I think that these types of throws and this execution is really just underrated. And this play-action scheme, we haven't seen a lot of play-action, honestly, in Kevin Stefanski's offense yet, and really it's starting to come out. The Texans game, there was a little more, and now you're starting to see some more play-action in the Eagles game. So here's an example of a play-action pass I really don't like. So on this play, Mayfield's under center, and he's going to fake it to Nick Chubb, but he's not going to get out on the move, and that's where Mayfield succeeds the most. But the other thing that I really don't understand, and of course some teams run this, is I don't understand why Stefanski wants to run these types of plays, and this is for two reasons. One, when you do a play action where Mayfield doesn't get on the move, he just stays in the pocket as he would normally on a shotgun pass, you still have the defenders get dragged into Mayfield because you're not dragging them one way and going the other. You're just dragging them straight to Mayfield. And the other thing is, the Browns' offensive line do not have superstars. And what I mean by that is they're not built to hold up individually in pass protection. They're just a very good unit because of their cohesion and just Bill Callahan, the offensive line coach, really just doing a great job implementing smart offensive line blocking schemes. But they don't have they don't have elite players at their positions. They just have a bunch of very solid guys. And I just don't understand why you would run this play. And they've been doing it pretty frequently, this type of play action, when Mayfield's strength is not staying in the pocket. That's just not his strength. He likes to get on the move and throw and get on his horse and go. And the second thing is, The Browns' blocking is just not built to stop this type. It's just not meant to block for this type of play action. Here's another example of the same idea of having play action just to keep Baker in the pocket and not get him on the move. So the Browns here, again, Baker's under center, as always, mostly with play action, and he's going to fake it to Kareem Hunt. And again, the same thing. The whole point of play action, really, is to fake defenders to open lanes in the passing games. And on this play, you don't do that. You keep the linebackers. They don't bait. They kind of stay there, but they don't really move up and they don't really move down. They kind of stay stagnant, waiting for a clear signal, and then they drop into coverage. And what I really find very baffling about this play design is you're leaving Jedrick Wills, who isn't the most, I would say, sound when dealing with quick, speedy pass rushers, to really make or break this play. Because on this play, Baker is counting on Jedrick Wills to really stop that edge rusher from wreaking havoc, because Baker has to go through his reads, and ultimately, there's nothing comes out of this play. So just to quickly sum up what my thoughts are on this play action that's really starting to come out in Kevin Stefanski's offense, I want to see more smart play action. I want to see Baker get on the move, because ultimately that's how Baker Mayfield is going to succeed in a run-heavy offense. What you want to do is you want to have a strong running game that poses a giant threat, but then you want to kick out with Mayfield so he can get on the run and make huge plays throwing the ball down the field. And I honestly think that if Baker Mayfield can get some more confidence in him and just continue to play as a game manager, I really think this Browns offense will be horrible to game plan for, because you can't pick and choose. You have to game plan for both, and that's something that very few teams can say. And what worries me is if we have this play action that restricts Baker to a pocket that isn't always super clean due to the fact that our offensive line doesn't have superstars per se. I don't know if we'll be able to beat the Ravens and the Steelers of the world unless we can incorporate more play action plays where Baker gets on the move. And ultimately, people say, Baker isn't a pocket quarterback. He's just a system guy. It is up to Baker to make smart reads when he's outside of the pocket and not always stuck inside the pocket, and being able to improvise on plays that break down. And with that, he's also learning to become a winning quarterback. And the Browns are 7-3, and will most likely be 8-3 after today. And at this point, when you have Chubb and Hunt in the backfield, really all you need is a quarterback that knows how to win football.